Alrighty then, folks. We got your ESO coming up here in just a moment. Sorry about that quick little, Sorry about the quick little bit of stuff here. So glad I can actually get away with that. Now. There we go, much better. Meanwhile, thankfully, all I had to do was that, for the most part, for ESO. There we go. By the way, because of recent downtime issues, Jubilee event's been extended out 3 more days. Also, we have drops on till 11.
There you are.
Refresh the,
I think we found it.
Oh, really now? There we go. As you can see, Monster and Secunda are up high, and that means probably should be finding a werewolf if we want to get some nice good action in this, but...
Verandis has been studying that dark energy down in the library of Arkansas, trying to figure out what Rada Al-Saran and Lady Belaine have planned. He thinks it might actually be related to the darkness. The void. Isn't this a terrifying thought?
The void, you say?
Look, I'm no scholar. I barely believe in this stuff and I hardly understand it. But the void is the place outside the places. The darkness beyond Mundus and Oblivion. Anyway, Verandis felt a change in the currents. He sent me to get you.
Well, a Ghost Song Clan witch attempted to wake up the Dark Heart. Arana and I put a stop to that shit.
Well, that would explain it. You might have stopped it from fully awakening, but Verandis says something has changed. Even I could feel it. Come on, Verandis needs you to meet him at Night Hollow Keep. That's where he traced the dark energy to.
Alright, let's go meet up with Verandis.
Night Hollow Keep is down in Blackreach, east of the Library of Arksan. Verandis is there. He's waiting for you before he continues his search for the Dark Heart.
Tell me more about the keep.
It must have been impressive once, but it's falling into ruin now. Apparently, it was the seat of power for an ancient vampire clan, the Night Hollow. All that's left of them are a scattering of feral beasts. Plus, the place is full of void energy.
What do we know about the Night Hollows?
Not much. I did a lot of digging into the Grey Host, but I never found a scrap about the Night Hollow. We're learning that some of the ancient vampire clans built kingdoms in Blackreach. My guess? The Night Hollow have been hiding down there forever.
Ancient vampire kingdom, she said.
There were. Skyrim too. It seems that long ago the first clans established an empire beneath the surface. Even Verandus thought it was only a legend. But we're finding more and more proof every time we enter a new cavern down in Blackreach.
What's this about void energy?
That strange dark magic that's drifting around the Library of Arxan, Verandus calls it void energy. He's been studying it, trying to find its source. That's what led him to Night Hollow Keep.
Does Verandus think the void energy is dangerous?
Well, you know those shades. Verandus says they're souls that got caught in the currents. It twisted them into hungry, hateful shadows.
Oh dear.
He also used it to move around, so it's not all bad. He's worried that Rada al-Saran wants that energy.
Of course.
I'll meet you down the Blackreach.
Well, thankfully, all I have to do with this one is head over, where we need to go here. Night Hollow. Aww. River fishing bait. Insect parts. There we go. There's our Count Verandus.
My friend, I think the Dark Heart is close by.
Talk to Verandus before we start poking around.
Alright.
Bits of energy we discovered in the Library of Arxan, they're even stronger here. The void energy permeates that ancient keep. I suspect the Dark Heart hides somewhere inside, and I fear that it's growing stronger.
About that. Arana's sister sacrificed the Volcro clan to attempt to awaken the Dark Heart. Just thought you should know.
Interesting. The Dark Heart hasn't fully awakened, but I did feel it stir. We need to find the Dark Heart, whatever it is, and prevent Rada and Belaine from using it. I thought it was a dwarven artifact, but But then why was I drawn to Night Hollow Keep?
Yeah, about that. What do you know about it?
Very little, I'm afraid. The whole idea of a kingdom of ancient vampire clans
Really?
hiding in the depths of Blackreach. Well, I thought it was nothing more than a legend. Let's explore the keep and see what we
Like
can
Blackreach.
and try to find the Dark Heart.
Oh, shit. Much better. Let's search. Alright, let's help search.
Split up and search the keep while Gwendis returns to Markarth. We know Lady Belaine has something in mind for the city, and one of us should be close at hand. Inside, look for personal items. I can use them to glean information.
How the personal items help you for those of us playing the home game?
One of my talents involves auramancy magic. Certain inanimate objects, especially items that hold significant personal value, can become imbued with the auras of those who possess them. Sometimes I can read vague impressions, sometimes more.
Talk more about auramancy for those playing the home game.
Important events and powerful emotions leave a mark on their surroundings. Auramancy deals with evoking memories from the auras left behind on objects. It's an arcane art that I have perfected over the centuries. It often helps me in my work.
How do you think it'll help us here?
Auramancy is a useful tool for unraveling the history of ancient places. Clearly, this keep was once great. Now it's forgotten. Yet a power our enemies covet stirs within. I think the story of this place is the story of the Dark Heart.
You think the Night Hollows are related in any way to Rod Al Yuzi?
I don't see how. Radano Saran was a Yakuden swordmaster before he came to Tamriel.
Really?
His vampirism is a result of a meeting with Molag Bal. At least that's how I understand it. Lady Belaine, however, her origins are unknown to me.
Hence the search for the Dark Heart leading us to Night Hollow Keep.
Good question.
Right?
We know that Rodder promises freedom to the Grey Host. He spent centuries bringing the various elements of his plan together. How the Night Hollow fit in, I can't say. At least not yet. Hopefully the answers await us in the keep.
Alrighty though.
Now, Gwendis, you know I never ask anything without reason. Markarth is in danger.
Fine. But when the real action starts, I won't sit on the side and let you deal with all the danger.
Well, whatever that was. Do-do-do-do-do. Here we go. There we go. Night Hollow study. There we go.
There you are. See if you can find a personal object within this ancient study.
And then last but not least, the coffer. Cracked insignia.
Did you find something? What did you find? My auramancy works best on a personal possession, something with an emotional aura, or even an arcane residue clinging to it.
How about this old insignia?
Let me see. I pity the stone is damaged, but it still retains a trace of magical aura. There are different ways to evoke echoes of the past. Objects that people wore or carried tend to collect and hold strong impressions.
You know what the insignia is?
No, but it appears to be a pin or an emblem of some kind. The owner would have worn it on their clothing, close to their body. Good. Let's see if it has anything to show us. Keep your eyes open and observe.
Will do.
A gift for me, my love.
I have chosen. Tonight, you and Rain will drink from the dark heart.
I have longed for this moment, my lady.
Soon, you will be a lord of the Night Hollow clan. One of my chosen.
So Lady Belaine did belong to the Night Hollow clan. Interesting. I sensed that Lady Belaine was ancient. The vision confirms she was not only part of the Night Hollow clan, she was their leader. Dark Heart gets more interesting at every turn. How did they drink from it? For that matter, what did they drink?
Is that going to help you puzzle shit out?
Yes, but we need more information. I can deduce that the Dark Heart is some sort of power source. That much is obvious. And it's tied to the void energy we encountered. Plus, the currents got stronger when Arana's sister sacrificed her clanmates.
But why are the vamps are so different? They're more like crazed monsters that are feral than actual intelligent sentient beings.
Yes, I noticed that too. Whether due to the long centuries of isolation or something more sinister, they are shadows of their former selves. Take the insignia with you and keep exploring. Now that it's charged, more memories may reveal themselves.
Yeah?
I cast Oromancy upon the insignia. The lingering magic may reveal additional scenes from the past as you explore these halls. Phantasms, really. Harmless. And keep
Uh-huh.
watch for more void portals. As at Arctazan, they may help you navigate this place.
Si, senor. Just to ensure I get some bait. Dude. Alrighty then. You at least got a good time. Grab that.
Do you hear? The sound is faint. The dark hearts. No! Death cannot claim the Night Hollow!
I beg to differ, bitch. If I could. Alright. There we go. That's a nice, neat little tidbit of stuff. Empty shelf, set, and Night Hollow Suite. There we go.
Ah, looks promising. A noble's chamber, I think. Take a look around.
Alright. I believe that should be everything, so let's go ahead and...
Have you found something I can cast my auramancy upon?
Yep. Have a dark...
My explorations have turned up very little, but it looks like you've had better luck. What did you find?
Another insignium. Apparently undamaged this time.
What I was hoping for. I suspect the Night Hollow nobles wore these as a badge of rank. Let's see what we can learn with a little more auramancy.
Alright, let's hit play.
We go through. The way to the Dark Heart is open.
But the heart falters. Something is wrong.
Damn dwarves. They depleted its energy.
Seal the dark halls. Until the heart recovers, only those who bear the sign of the inner circle may partake of its gifts.
This isn't good.
I think I understand what happened to the Night Hollow clan. I suspect Lady Belaine is the survivor of a long decline. While the rest of her clan slid into madness, she alone remained to carry on their legacy. Such a bitter pill for a proud vampire.
So what did we just see?
That memory comes from a later time. The Lord spoke of opening a way to the Dark Heart, which implies the Night Hollow lost access to it at some point. But what are these dark halls Lady Belaine spoke of? Where can we find them?
Maybe they'll lead to the Dark Heart, who knows?
Perhaps. And maybe we have the key. Lady
Really?
Belaine said that only those who bear the sign of the inner circle can...
Ooh, inner circle.
The insignias you found. Let's look for these dark halls.
Alrighty then, let's go ahead and look for some dark halls. Spells relief, mind you, but not really. So, let's look for the entrance, shall we?
More than
Do-do-do-do-do.
halls lie below us somewhere. See if you can find a way down while I attempt to trace the currents of void energy that radiate throughout this ruin. One of us should find a way through.
Vampires, reach witches, dwarves. Who does the Dark Heart really belong to anyway?
The best answer may be none of them. I suspect the Dark Heart may have been here before all of them. More than likely, they found it, and made use of it. Across the ages, different people may have been drawn to
Really?
the star. We may never know for sure.
And you think it's what drew Rada Al-Yeezy here?
Perhaps. It's curious, isn't it? I wonder if the Dark Heart has a purpose of its own. And we better keep going. Until we actually find this thing, all we have are guesses.
Alright. I know. Let's go ahead and do this. Onward to the keep. Nothing major. Yes, I can see that you're dying. I fail to see, however, that where it is my problem, though, that you are dying. That's where you have the problems. I fail to see where that is anything other than a good thing. Dead vampires, that is, even if they are part of a clan that's dying out. I mean, do you really want to be dealt with a bloodsucker that's forced to be Molly B's bitch? I wouldn't. Ah! Black Diamond Chamber.
This is the entrance to the Dark Halls. As you can see, powerful magic wards the door. Perhaps I can draw a memory from it.
Observe.
The Dark Heart is of little use to us, Belane.
It can be awakened, but I need to get the help of the Reach Witches.
Patience, Belane. Not until I restore the Grey Host. Not until we unlock the orrery.
More delays. Very well. But the Dark Heart must beat again, Rada al-Saran. Nothing else matters.
It seems Rodda came here a long time ago. This is the most recent memory, but it's still centuries old.
Really?
Did you see? Rodda and Belane made some sort of deal centuries ago, and now the conditions of that deal have almost been fulfilled. We can't let them fully awaken the Dark Heart.
Agreed, but one little problem. Didn't Ithari sacrifices already, well, do that?
I've been thinking about what you told me. I believe the Ghost Song ritual primed the Dark Heart.
Oh dear.
Between this world and the Void. The Void energy is stronger here, but it lacks direction. I fear they require a greater sacrifice.
I have a feeling as to what greater sacrifice is needed, but though for our home game players, what greater sacrifice is needed?
Something as powerful as the Dark Heart that's been asleep for millennia may stir from the taste of a few souls, but I suspect it needs a banquet to awaken fully. Perhaps if we hurry, it won't come to that.
Well, she said she'd been ready for centuries, why wait?
Because Rodda had not yet raised a new army. And he had other preparations to make, no doubt. Centuries don't matter much to immortal vampires. Hold up the intact insignia. Let's see if we're right and it grants us access to the Dark Halls.
I believe the exact phrase here, in the words of my people, are Simsalabim Bambasalas tu Saladim. There we go. What?
A tunnel? The Night Hollow left the Dark Heart where they found it, instead of bringing it to their keep. Strange.
Would you want to bring it someplace where people can easily steal it? No, I don't think so. And yes, that was from a Tool song. That opening, sound, and quite frankly, it's a lot better than saying Open Sesame.
Hold. Someone left these belongings here. They may have a story to tell. A well-made weapon, placed with care. Let me try my auramancy.
Flame, we're dying. There's nothing you can do.
I refuse to accept that, Idrisen. But one of us must remain strong to save the others. I will take the remaining energy from the Dark Heart. It will sustain me until I determine how to make it beat again.
No, Belaine. You know blood no longer sustains us. If you take the last of the heart's energy, the rest of us will starve.
That's obviously a bit interesting.
The Dark Heart gave the Night Hollow unbelievable power, but they were dependent on it. They lost the ability to draw sustenance from blood. As the Dark Heart slowed and fell into slumber, they became diminished.
All but Lady Belaine.
It appears that Lady Belaine took the last of the void energy for herself, enough to saturate her and keep her strong through all these long centuries, while the clan around her starved and turned feral.
And I assume they can't. I'm assuming there's a reason why they can't go feeding back on blood like the other vampires. But let's go ahead and ask the question anyway for the home game players in the audience.
Apparently not. Feeding on void energy changed them. They lost the ability to take nourishment from the blood of mortals. I suspect Lady Belaine believes that her clan will recover once the Dark Heart begins to beat again. And she's probably correct.
Well, let's move forward, I guess. Dispel!
Can you feel the void energy? That's the Dark Heart.
The Dark Heart must be fed. I will see to Markarth.
Rather, no. You must not awaken the Dark Heart.
I stopped heeding your advice a long, long time ago, Brandis.
Idrisen, slay these meddlers!
Deal with Lady Belaine's minions. I'll try to stop Rada.
That's Satan, my power.
Power! Lady Belaine, I failed you.
The Dark Heart awakens. I can't stop it.
Feed, you heart of darkness. Feed on the souls of Markarth, and soon my brethren will be free.
Those souls. The people of Markarth. Brother, what have you done? The Dark Heart. A piece of the primal trapped in our world. The Dark Heart feeds on death. You saw that when the Ghost Song clan was sacrificed.
Arcadic!
As part of Lady Belaine's peace with the Grey Host. Just another horrible deception.
Let's go, folks.
That lift over there should take us to the library grounds. Hurry.
Bet it would. I bet it would.
Look at the dome. I now understand the what of our enemy's plan, if not the why of it. Rodder had centuries to set this in motion, yet I don't see how the orrery can free the Grey. As for Lady Belaine, the Dark Heart beats again.
So they won.
Not yet. Our enemy has gained a momentary success, but now we know the extent of their plans. Knowledge is a powerful weapon, my friend. This isn't over. We can still pull victory from the void. Because of you, we still have a chance. Our enemy advances on two fronts, my friend, and we must move for move.
Yep, we do.
Has activated the orrery, while Lady Belaine has gone to Markarth. Worse, the Dark Heart beats stronger with every soul that flows into it.
I bet. So what do you want me to do?
The attack on Markarth has begun. We can still save the city if we hurry. Go. Warn Ard Kadok. Tell him to defend his people. Every life saved is one less soul for the Dark Heart.
What about Rada Al-Yeezy and Lady B?
I will deal with Rodder. After you warn Kadok, find Lady Belaine, defeat her, and the Reach folk will stand a better chance against the assaulting army. And if you can end the massacre, that will stop the flow of energy into the Dark Heart. Now go!
Alright.
Deal with Rodder. Lady Belaine and the Grey Host, I leave in your hands. Stop them from feeding the Dark Heart, and it should fall dormant again. With any luck, that will put an end to whatever Rodder plans to do with the orrery.
Quick follow-throughs for the home audience. Let's go through what's been doing again.
They both seek to awaken the Dark Heart, so they can use the void energy it releases for their own ends.
And why am I not here helping you?
Rodder is my problem to deal with.
What is he planning on using it for?
So for certain, we know the Dark Heart.
Why would he allow Lady Belaine?
Here in the Reach are new recruits. He doesn't have that many experienced commanders to rely on. Besides, Lady Belaine has a vested interest in sacrificing as many lives to the Dark Heart as she can.
Vested interest.
In Night Hollow Keep, Belaine's clan of vampires can only feed on the energy of the Dark Heart.
Alright. Alrighty then. Let's go here, I suppose. That'd be a good time to pick up a scroll here, I suppose.
To possessions with the Zod.
Frog, consumables. Mm-hmm. Ah, I knew I forgot something. Ah, there we go. Utility experience. There we go, that ought to help out slightly. Gilly! And... see. Mm-hmm. There we go. We'll get ourselves up through here. And then we should be able to pop ourselves into Markarth pretty easily. Alrighty then, folks. We are back in a particularly good place here, and a good safe place. So, bear with me a moment here. There we go. We're going to go ahead and take a quick bit of a break, folks. For those of you on VOD, though, after these messages, we'll be right back. Pop. Alrighty then, folks. Time to get in here and deal with Rada Al Yeezy after this bit.
When all you do each day is stand around and sell goods, you don't want to sound boring. Or maybe you do. As for me, I don't want to sound boring.
Yeah, I don't mind you. The Black Florida Courthouse for sale in their Gill. Yep. Just goes to show you, when you have perfect brew, you can pretty much command top dollar. Seriously, a lot of it here. True. Magica recovery. Lost Miriam. The pitched head. Mm-hmm. Shade. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Bananas. And then mm-hmm. Let's see.
You all about Markarth, but I've been a bit stuck.
The thing I love about losing my memory after having my head banged up, freedom from whatever regrets I might have piled up in me.
There we go. Yotep Moda. There we go.
Dances.
Mm-hmm. So, hello. Oh, yes. Go for that. Anna's and Rose. Alright. Anna and Rose. Probably right. In any case, enough rambling for me. Let's go to Markarth here. You got a person to speak to roughly around this part.
Over here, the Grey Host assault has begun.
Brayden!
The Grey Host came out of nowhere, hit the city like a giant's hammer, vampires and werewolves, rending and killing anyone they could catch. The folk thought they were safe in Markarth. Only fools put their trust in walls.
There's something you need to know, Brayden. Every Reach folk that dies today feeds the Dark Heart.
Just like what Nathari did to my clan. The bastards. Arana brought us here to help, but it may be too late. They aren't only marching towards the gates, they're coming at us from beneath the city.
What do you mean beneath the city here?
Lady Belaine unsealed the doors to Nichuan-Zel and let the Grey Host into the city. We arrived just in time to fend off the first wave. Can't make any promises about the next.
Alright, Understone Keep we go.
On your way to Understone Keep, the Grey Host could attack again at any moment.
So, Arcadic and Arana decided to take the swords away from each other's throats and work together for a change.
Vampire Noble, your friend Varandus. He convinced Arana that we had to help defend Markarth. We marched when Gwendis gave us the word.
In we go! Ard!
There you are. After all your talk, I was beginning to think you'd abandoned us. The Grey Host raided my city. Killed more of my people than I like, but we held them off. Barely. Now those bastards are gathering in Nichuan-Zel for their next attack.
Lady Boleyn and the Grey Host want you to kill as many of you as they can to feed an arcane relic.
Well, they certainly did a good job with their first attack. Lady Boleyn actually tried to kill me herself. Might have succeeded, if not for Arana. She drove off Boleyn, saved my sorry hide. As soon as I can assemble my troops, we'll strike back.
Just defend yourselves and keep your people safe. The fewer Reach folk die, the better, because it won't need as much Grey Heart.
Damn it, outsider! But your words ring true. All right. Defense only. For now. Arana
Thank you.
had that look in her eyes, though. I think she plans to try to deal with Boleyn on her own.
I'll deal with that.
Watch your step in Nichuan-Zel.
Bye.
A strong witch, in all her anger, is a force of nature. Arana blames Lady Boleyn for what happened to her old clan, and rightly so. Sounds like Boleyn got into poor Nathari's head. The old ways. Even I'm not fool enough to want them back.
Then why ever work with Lady Boleyn in the first place?
Well, she gave me good counsel, for a time. Even regarding the grave. Shelter in Markarth saved a lot of Reach folk. A strong witch.
Wait, he's working with
Man
them.
would scare us with tales of the Night Lords who once ruled the Reach from the land below. Always thought she was just trying to frighten the children. Like most of the Vadishran legends, I suppose there was a kernel of truth in her stories.
Wendis.
Hang on, hero. I did a bit of scouting and you need to hear what I have to say. Nichuan-Zel is crawling with Grey Host soldiers, not to mention all the dwarven constructs that clank around down there too.
See Arana, she alright?
I didn't see her, but I wasn't able to advance very far into the Undercity. Since you're obviously on your way to help her, and I've delivered all the messages I had, I'm going back to the Library of Arksand.
Well, Rada Al-Yeezy's his new orrery chamber. Varandus is trying to confront him there.
I hate that Varandus has a past. But he is an ancient vampire. I can't expect him to have remained alone for centuries until he met me. His connection to Rada al-Saran, though, he needs to be careful. His feelings are going to get him into trouble.
How so?
Varandus always tries to see the good in people. but any good Rada al-Saran had dried up a long time ago. Look, someone needs to help Verandis, and you have to find Arana and deal with Lady Belaine.
Alright. Let's go, folks. Oh, whatever this was. Instrument cell. There we go. And unto the mountains they fled, for the world grew dark with shadows which sprung from the heart of Lork, who through greatly sundered still... There we go. I wish it was slightly a little longer, but what are you gonna do? Alright, do that.
Over here.
Oh dear. Rana.
A friendly presence. Thank the spirits for leading you here.
I would thank them too, but I know who your favorite spirit is. We'll have to deal with them later.
I wanted to finish this, but Belaine, she's too strong. And the Grey Host. I tried to return to Markarth, but got turned around.
Tell me what happened.
I chased Lady Belaine into the depths, battled her to a standstill. Then she summoned the Grey Host. She fled while I fought them off. To the orrery, I think I heard her tell the Grey Host commander.
That was where Verandis went to confront Rada al-Yuzi.
Listen. Something else down there. A second keystone. Find it, and you'll be able to enter the orrery chamber.
Alright, let me get you back to Markarth.
Forget me. Get the second keystone. Don't let Belaine draw any more power from the Dark Heart.
Alright, I'll find it.
Don't linger. All this death fuels the Dark Heart, making it stronger with every passing moment. Find that keystone, and stop Lady Belaine. Hurry.
Alright, you sure you'll be okay?
I already feel my strength returning. It's the Dark Heart. Like the ghost soul witches of old, I feel its power stirring within me. I hear the whispering of Namira. The Spirit Queen is with me. I won't die in this place.
Isn't the Dark Heart evil, though?
Not in and of like all of Namira's gifts. How we use it is where good and evil come in. It's twisting it to this vile purpose.
Alright, I'll stop her.
Down the stairs, then look for the vaults. That's where I fought Lady Belaine.
There we go. Alrighty then.
It's a trap! Fight them all!
Thank you! To the vault of Enchuenzel. See. Ooh. Ah, this one's gonna be a fun one. No way! That was pretty easy to get past. Too easy, in fact. Might as well kill the carrier. The word chases the thief. Alrighty then. Mm-hmm. Now we go this way. And to the Artisan Cavern. There we go. Welcome to enjoying though. Just so we can pick up a little XP there. Is why we got that. So.
I'm as frustrated as you are, Gwendis. We don't have a keystone, and I haven't been able to discern another way to get inside.
Alrighty then, let's have a chat with,
When I got there, Verandis was pacing around like a caged animal, trying to find a way to get inside the library. If you have any ideas, let him know.
Alright. Can't be.
I haven't been able to penetrate the wards on the door into the orrery. The dwarven magic is too powerful. Without a keystone of our own, we'll never get inside.
Speaking of keystones, Arana couldn't stop Lady Boleyn, but she did lead me to another keystone. So, I got it right here.
Another keystone?
Yep.
Seems the spirits of the Reach smile favorably upon us after all.
Yep, we do.
Escaped from Arana. Any idea where she may have gone?
Arana was wounded, but she heard Lady Boleyn said she was returning to the orrery.
No one has entered or departed by these doors in all the time I've been here. It's clear that Rodda and Belaine know more about this old dwarven structure than we do, though. They must have another way to come and go as they need.
Should we try to use the keystone I acquired?
By all means. If it works, we can finally confront Rodda and Lady Belaine. Together, perhaps we'll fare better than Arana.
Alright, let's go.
I can get through to Rodda. I must.
Yeah, the only way I think we're going to be able to get through to Yarada is by sticking the sword through his spine. Preferably high enough so that he can't use his legs. But let's confront.
Rodda, stop this!
There is no stopping it now, boys. A few more adjustments to this infernal machine, and all will be ready.
This won't save your brothers and sisters. I told you it's impossible.
Oh, but you're wrong. About so many things. Can't you feel it, Verandis? The tug of the dark heart on your cursed soul.
Leave him alone!
The Dark Heart. You're going to sever our souls from Ball?
You see, once I gather the Exarchs to my side, my ancient promise will be fulfilled. Elaine, spare Barandis and his cherished daughter. Dispose first.
Come and gaze upon the hearts. Come and witness my true power.
Oh, great. Now we gotta kill this Lady Blue.
The Dark Heart is mine to command. This is the place where your little rebellion ends.
The Spirit Queen led me here, Harrier. I'll help you defeat this abomination. Look how Elaine corrupts Namira's gift. I'll create void portals. Use them to reach those Void Mothers and destroy them. We can't defeat her. The fate of the Ridge depends on it.
Darkness. It flows through me.
There we go!
This is impossible. The Dark Heart sustains me.
No, it don't, bitch!
Lady Belaine, is she dead?
Yeah, she dead, but what happened to you, Rana?
The Spirit Queen, Namira. She required a champion. She gave me the strength to press on, despite my wounds. Now, that strength is gone.
So, the Spirit Queen's gonna let you die?
She is the spirit of death and decay.
Mm-hmm.
Fight natural death, as all vampires do. Using Namira's energy like that, it was an affront. I am to have done my part.
Mm-hmm.
Barandis needs your help. Oh, Harrier. Use this one last point.
Alright, alright.
Help Verandis. I see it now. The Lord of the Grey Host threatens all Nirn.
Ah, fuck. She dead. Let's portal out and go.
The orrery won't slow down!
Oh, my friend, your timing is perfect. Get to the far platform and throw the switch. It will take all of us to stop this infernal machine.
Righto!
We did it. Our friends. Tell me, what of Lady Belaine? If you hadn't arrived when you did, Gwendis and I would not have been able to power down the orrery. Thank you. But tell me, what of Arana and Lady Belaine? I could feel them. It was like a battle in the darkness.
Yeah, Lady Belaine yanked me into the Dark Heart Chamber. Arana arrived just in the nick of time. She was able to help me defeat Lady Belaine.
So it was Belaine's death I felt in the darkness. Rodda was right. For some reason, the connection I have to the Dark Heart is strong. But there was something else. Another sensation. Where's Arana, my friend?
She unfortunately tried to save us all and did the hero bit before any of us could. According to her, before she died, she said Namira had suppressed her wounds but not healed them. So she died after the battle. Shame.
Arana dead. That's another soul lost to the void. Between her and those that perished at Markarth, the Dark Heart ate well this day. I'd like you to return to Understone Keep. Tell Ard Kadok that despite what we have lost, Markarth...
Alright, I'll tell Ard Kadok the good news.
You sure you'll be alright here by yourself?
I shall return to Markarth shortly.
What am I saying? Of course you will. But if you're not back soon, I'll come and drag you to Markarth myself.
Alright. Oh, that's settled. Let's go ahead and get this taken care of. There we go. That's delve. Markarth, teleport.
Ah, here's one whose report we need.
Yep.
Of Lady Boleyn. We did as you said, Rover. We defended the city and kept our people safe. Then, all of a sudden, the Grey Host turned and fled. And I barely got to kill a dozen or so of the bastards myself. Do I have you to thank for this unexpected turn of events?
Well, me and Arana defeated Lady Boleyn. Brought out Yeezy's on the run, and Varandish was able to put a stop to the dwarf machine, so I would say yes.
Well, that explains everything. Someone will sort out the details and tell them to me later, eh? All that matters is the Grey Host called off their attack and departed as soon as they lost their leaders.
Yep.
But where's Arana? I want to thank the witch.
I think you're gonna need John Edward or the Jamaican lady from Brooklyn. She dead. Unfortunately, died trying to help me defeat Lady Boleyn.
Arana promised to stop Lady Boleyn, no matter what. Trust a Reach Witch to make her own words come true.
Yep.
At least it was a good death, given in a noble cause, and Markarth still stands. We'll remember what Arana did, and we'll remember you as well.
Where's the Great Host now?
They scattered and fled. Good riddance.
Then it's safe for now. Verandas?
We stopped Lady Boleyn from gorging the dead with all the souls of Markarth, but we can't bring back the dead. Still, the heart awakened but never reached full power. We turned back the Grey Host and killed Boleyn. That's a victory, my friend.
Yes, it is. Did you learn anything else from the orrery?
The orrery remains charged with void energy, but the Dark Heart was never completely filled, and it already wanes. That means we denied Rada al-Siran a limitless source of power. Rada may have escaped for the moment, but we will find him.
And the Night Hollows?
Any surviving Night Hollow clan members are bound to the Dark Heart. As it wanes, so will they. When you destroyed Lady Boleyn, you sealed the doom of her entire clan. That threat is ended forever, thanks to you and Arana.
And you still sense the Dark Heart at all?
Yes. Whether through the use of the orrery or something else, Rada tied the void energy to the Grey Host. And due to my past affiliation, that seems to include me. I can feel it, hear its dark whisper. I need to ponder the implications.
Shouldn't we go after Rada al-Yeezy now, though?
Soon. For now, savor this victory. The courage of mortals, not some buried relic, is the true heart of the Reach. You've saved countless lives.
We defeated evil today.
The time has come, my friend.
An ancient darkness
Let us speak.
at the very heart of the Reach that threatened to destroy us all. These outsiders stood beside us and made our troubles, our enemies, their own. Let them hear our thanks. Look around you, people of the Reach. Markarth still stands. See your fellow Reach folk, and know we will always fight for our land and our ways.
Ooh. Alrighty then. Let's go ahead and have a chat up
I
here.
wish I knew where Rada al-Saran disappeared to after he activated the orrery. He went to an awful lot of trouble to awaken the Dark Heart and get his hands on that machine.
Do you think Rada al-Yeezy's got more plans for the Reach?
Verandis doesn't think so. At least not the Reach specifically. Verandis understands Rada al-Saran. He believes the Ashen Lord's after a different prize. Did Lady Belaine say anything about Rada al-Saran's plans during your battle?
Lady Belaine only seemed interested in murking Markarth and restoring the Night Hollows.
Good thing you stopped her then.
Mm-hmm.
You saw how the Dark Heart changed the Night Hollow. Can you imagine a clan consisting of nothing but creatures like Lady Belaine? Always thirsting, never sated. No wonder the other ancient clans feared them.
Brayden.
Talk to me, Harrier. I want to know what happened to Arana, and I want to know now.
Oh, she died helping me defeat Lady Belaine.
I knew it. When you came back alone, I felt that something terrible must have happened. I never knew a witch so strong or so stubborn. I thought nothing could stand against Arana, and she was my friend. I should have been there for that fight.
What happens now?
Arana made peace with Kadik. In her honor, we'll hold to that agreement. It's clear that Lady Belaine was always our true enemy. New clans will form, now that our quarrel with the Ard is over.
So he'll be king in the Reach.
Don't get carried away. In case you haven't noticed, Reach folk don't bend their knees lightly.
Harana will be sorely missed. I could use more enemies like her. The best way to honor her memory is to keep peace with the Wilders who followed her.
What happens now?
Did. And get back to enjoying our rights as free men and women of the Reach. There's a place in Markarth for those who want it. And those who decide to live in the wild, well, I won't stand in their way.
And the remains of the Grey Host.
Stone hands after any of those monsters that still linger near my city. As for stragglers who take to the hills, I'll let the wilder clans deal with them.
Now let's have a chat with who we need to have a chat with.
Not a word from Ard Kadik since we got here. I wish I knew why.
What's bothering you?
I've traveled all over the Reach. I know it like the back of my hand. Yet I haven't even been called before Ard Kadik for so much.
Jeez, he knows your thing.
Or at least I think he does. My clan chief made sure to say something when we arrived. We timber crows have had our differences with other clans, sure, but we came here with a mind to help.
You saved our high and mighty queen, eh? Ha! Naaman should have had
If
the
my
crown.
experiences here in Markarth are any indication, so-called civilization can eat rabbit droppings mixed with Durzagofel.
Let's see here. Let's go ahead and have a chat with, Verandis.
My friend, I wish I bore better news, but our paths seem to cross only in times of great crisis. Rada al-Saran has re-emerged from the shadows. That can only mean one thing. He believes his true goal is at hand.
Oh, really? His true goal?
That I have yet to determine, but consider what he's wrought thus far. Harrow storms across western Skyrim to revive the Grey Host. Here, the souls of Markarth reaped to empower the Dark Heart. Both great sacrifices. but I fear worse is yet to come.
What could be worse than all that?
A good question. Despite your success stopping High King Svargrim and Lady Belaine, the reawakening of the Dark Heart has provided the Dwarven Orrery with a frightening source of power. But to what end? I need your help to ascertain the answer.
Sure, why not? I'll help you out. You know where we should start looking for easy?
A moment. Sometimes the intensity of the currents flowing through the darkness can be overwhelming. There. Fenorian reports that Grey Host leaders gather north of Markarth. I believe Radha is there, preparing them for what's to come.
Currents flowing through the darkness, you say?
It's nothing. I don't want to concern the others. Whatever Radha did at the Orrery, it connected the Grey Host to the Dark Heart. And that includes me. Like the souls of Markarth that the Heart consumed, a part of me is caught within the void.
What does that mean?
I don't know. I can feel the Dark Heart's pulse. A throbbing that grows stronger as the heart becomes more powerful. But it hasn't consumed me. In fact, like Arana and Lady Belaine, I may be able to draw upon it. Though I haven't attempted that yet.
Let's just go ahead and focus on finding Rada al-Yeezy. Alright? Just let's focus on Rada al-Yeezy.
Investigate the Grey Host in the foothills north of Markarth, near Bethardams. Fenorian will meet you there. Gwendis and I will return to the Orrery in Arcthas.
Yay, Fen!
To uncover Rada's plans.
What do you hope to find at the Orrery?
It's clear the Orrery plays an integral part in Rada's plans, but the specifics elude me. The Dark Heart, the Orrery, the Harrow Storms, they are all connected. Smaller pieces of a much grander scheme.
Really?
I'm certain. I need to learn more.
Well, obviously, Markarth is still standing, but let's go ahead and ask the question about how Markarth is fared since the Grey Host attack for the home game players in the audience.
Ardkadik and his people carry on, and life continues. The deaths, though, the soul has been ripped from this place. They still don't fully know what happened. I doubt they ever will.
Alrighty then. Meanwhile, let's see here. Go ahead and do a quick little thing here.
Well met, and good fortune to you.
Let's go ahead and open up some stuff.
Select your rewards, my friend. Shall we try again? Pakruti sees that you are ready to play. Excellent! Which crate do you choose? Goodbye, my friend.
Alrighty then, to the crown crates. Uh-huh. Let's see. Let's go here. Now, let's see. Whoa! Endeavors. There we go. Complete 2 quests. Kill 4 citizens. Kill 4 people. Steal 10 from the environment.
Ah, here's one whose report we need. What news?
That'll do it. Or do 2 enchantments on this bitch. Well, I know what we gotta do now, at least. Enchant 2.
Vile monsters lurk beneath our very feet. They must be slain.
Underhall. How many do we have to enchant? 2. Okay, good. Ah. Okay, need to make enchantments first. We're gonna make them cheap. Mako.
Notade Mako Ta. Notade Mako Ta.
Ruby Ash, okay, good. Steal 170 tropes, okay. Ah, yes. Mm-hmm. See here. There we go.
I knew we should have attacked when we had the chance.
My orders were to wait, Lyris. At least Rada left something in his haste.
Wait, is that you, partner? Could have used you a moment sooner.
I tried to get here as fast as I could.
I was this close to finally planting my axe in Rada al-Saran's face. If Fen hadn't insisted we wait for his Raven Watch friends, that monster wouldn't have slipped through our fingers. Again. You're still on the hunt for him too, I see.
Well, Verandis actually sent me. He didn't mention you to here, though, Lyris.
When Fen got his orders to investigate the Grey Host, I invited myself along. Sorry about my temper. It's just that we've been shadowing these bastards for a while, and it looked like the opportunity to strike was finally at hand.
Did you learn anything while you were stalking them?
Well, Fen's the one keeping notes, but Rafa gathered his subordinates and remaining forces here. It's clear he's preparing to make a move, so Fen sent word to the Raven Watch. I just wish we knew more about this dark storm Rada mentioned.
It's a lead, at least.
Yeah, a lead that's dragging us in circles. Look, Fen can tell you more. I'm sure he'd love to talk to someone other than me. Brilliant conversation isn't one of my better-known graces, as you've experienced firsthand.
Well, you're pretty good at muddling through. Lyris, I give you that much. You think this dark storm could be related to the Western Skyrim hero storms?
Possibly. And I've seen Ice Reach Coven witches among the Grey Host troops.
Plot thickens.
After we dealt with Svalbard and shattered the Grey Host's hold on Western Skyrim, it looks like Rada moved his operation to this part of the world.
Agreed. Yep. What about Fen's elixir? Do you think he's able to produce enough for the holes?
It was slow going. The confusion he and old Mjolin produced was the only reason the holds were able to start fighting back. Even after we stopped Rada al-Saran's plan in Solitude, I don't think the Western holds would have survived without it.
And how's Jarl Svanna?
Alive and well. She's taken to her role as Jarl of Solitude far better than anyone imagined. I love her. There's new life in the hold despite all that's happened. I admit, I'm hopeful for the future too, provided we stop Rada al-Saran.
And what's Fen peeking at?
You're asking me? No idea.
Alrighty then. Fen, our big cute vampire boy toy!
What? Oh, sorry. I was fixated on this trinket. When Verandis said he would send someone, I assumed he meant Adusa. We weren't supposed to make a move, but Lyris feared we'd miss our chance. I don't think we ever had one, but don't tell her that.
What's so interesting about the trinket?
Other than I think it belonged to Rada al-Saran? I sense a powerful magic has been cast on the item. Oromancy.
What else have you learned?
After their defeats in Western Skyrim and the Reach.
Oh, fuck.
What? Other than well, after their defeats in Western Skyrim and the Reach, the Grey Host has regrouped. The ancient Exarchs have arrived and asserted their control over the newer troops. We also intercepted a courier a few days ago. He carried a coded message.
Were you able to decipher it?
My command of ancient is elementary at best. I assumed it had something to do with Harrow Storms, until Rada al-Saran mentioned this dark storm. I think he's planning something massive. More massive even than the storm over Solitude.
Let's take this to Verandis. He's waiting for us at the orrery.
We're going to meet Verandis. Right now? Yes, that would be prudent, I suppose. Do I look presentable to you? Befitting of an audience with the Count? I don't imagine there's time for a bath before we head to the orrery.
Ben? Shut up before I fucking kiss you. Right on the mouth. You seem anxious to meet Verandis.
Shouldn't I be? I was studying abroad when you two were dealing with the Lightless Remnant, and I only just learned that he's still alive. I know I couldn't have prevented what happened, but I never even got to say goodbye.
Were you too close?
Verandis is a father to me. More so than my own birthkin. Losing him pained me deeply.
Sounds like you've been busy.
So. I assisted Svanna, Jarl Svanna, for a while, helping old Mjolin and the Mages Guild produce as much of the Herostorm elixir as we could. But I couldn't linger there forever. I've been tracking the Grey Host ever since.
Learn anything about their current plans?
No. Though I'm hopeful Count Verandis can find something in this coded letter. He's better at ancient languages than I am. I was able to find this meeting site.
What about the Ormancy?
Rada al-Saran left behind.
Alright, let's talk to...
Is that Count Verandis?
The soul's ability to travel among infinite planes of existence is equally boundless.
Ben, what did you do?
Souls can go anywhere. Imagine if they had the freedom to choose their destination or even return to life.
It's the Auramancy. We're seeing an image of the past.
I don't see how we figure out where Rada al-Saran went from here.
You saw the projection, right?
I don't know what it was, but I saw it.
I'm greatly looking forward to seeing Count Verandis again. That wasn't the Verandis we know. Rada al-Saran cast Auramancy on that trinket. The Dreamwalk elixir is certainly more intrusive, but it's also better for uncovering the full story. Certain inanimate objects. The power emanating from the lingering magic is intense.
Thankfully, all we gotta do here is to go to the orrery chamber. And that... There we go. That was just him being annoying.
accepted this letter.
A moment, Fenorian. The darkness has passed. Well done acquiring this letter.
Never mind the pat on the back, Verandis. What happened?
It's nothing. A distraction. Our friend has arrived, and we must not waste any time.
This just keeps getting better.
Count Verandis seems not his usual self.
I knew something was wrong. He's been trying to hide it, but the Dark Heart is doing something to him.
Dark Heart. The episodes grow more frequent. Each time the currents swell. It's like I'm losing myself to the darkness. We must uncover Radha's plans before that happens.
I bet.
This coded message will tell us more about the Darkstorm.
Can you decipher?
That Radha has employed his mother tongue to obscure the message. I remember his language. And the Grey Host cipher as well. This isn't a dispatch. It's a letter. To me.
Is he taunting us?
No, he's trying to persuade me. Convince me that his path is the right one. Prove to me that the dream we once shared is within reach. The letter outlines, in essence, the recipe for Radha's Darkstorm.
Alright. Can we use that to put a stop to it?
Not in and of itself. He wants me to follow in his footsteps. To see what he did and learn the truth of what he promises. In doing so, however, I will discover how to stop it. I will seek a place in the Reach where the land was sundered from Tamriel. And I must study the Void through Night Hollow eyes. And finally, I must learn about keystones of Badar Zel. In my current state, I don't trust myself. Will you go in my stead?
Fine.
The course of the journey up to you, but these three will go ahead to assist you.
Right.
I'm sorry to put this all upon your shoulders, but it's better that I remove myself from this journey.
This could be a trap.
A distinct possibility, but I don't believe Radha intends to kill me.
Then why jeopardize his plan?
He's a prideful man. When I if this is
sure to be good.
One walking into it. But if he does return to the orrery while you're gone, I will buy whatever time I can.
What do you plan to do?
And the orrery.
I've got
Of
questions.
course. Radha didn't reveal everything in his letter, but if there's something I can answer for you, I will.
What about this land center for
To
Talariel?
me as it is to you. But Radha provided a clue. He said it was a place in the Reach. Who better to ask? I can only
study.
We know the Night
Alright, Hollow
had
Eyes.
an intimate connection to the Void through the Dark Heart.
So go to Gwendis.
See what secrets they gathered at the height of the
Keystones.
A keystone to enter this chamber and calibrate the orrery to the dark. I'll answer them as best I can.
There we go. So. He pays our money, we take our chances. Let's see. Unfortunately, we end up finding out that it translates to half a cup of powdered sugar, quarter teaspoon salt, pinch of Turkish hashish, half pound of butter, teaspoon of vanilla sugar, half pound of flour, 150 grams of ground nuts, a little extra powdered sugar, and no eggs. Sadly, the recipe's goes a bit eccentric from there. There we go. Okay. Understone Keep. We got one in Black Reach near Night Hollow, and the one in the Tharzel. Oy! How long of a navigation do we have? Now let's go ahead, pop over here. Ooh. Talk to our head to Tharzel. There we go.
Interesting discoveries while I was waiting.
Really?
The Tharzel is more intact than the few other dwarven ruins I visited. I spotted a chamber that appears related to the Keystones. But more intact doesn't mean completely intact. The path ahead is blocked.
How do we get to the chamber then?
Therein lies the problem. My vampiric abilities make traversal somewhat trivial, but you can't follow.
What's your idea?
Numerous void portals scattered around.
I'll find my way.
Trying to reach the void portal at the top of that tower first, as Verandis explained it to me.
Yeah, we got you, Finn. No! Fuck. Woohoo! There we go. Alright then. There we go.
I had every confidence you wouldn't get sucked into some boundless void. The repository is just through this door. Let's see what we can find. This looks like some kind of manufacturing equipment.
Huh.
Look here. This resembles your keystone, doesn't it? The parts, anyway. I wager this is what we came for.
It sucks. Can't grab any of those.
What's this? More oromancy.
Rada's trinket.
Gods, I can't get the smell of her blood off my hands.
It was a mercy. You know that.
I ruined her, Rodder, body and soul. I played God and Lysolda paid the price. I'm a damn fool.
A fool once told me there is no such thing as damnation. Only souls who have lost hope.
That's not fair, Rodder.
You said it with such conviction I could not argue. You have not forgotten our promise, I hope.
We'll seek salvation together. Thank you, Rodder.
Verandis was aware of this plan, and he was its architect. I thought Singalis One of Rada al-Saran's exarchs came up with the plan to return the Grey Host to life. But it was Verandis. Why didn't he tell us?
I thought Exarchs Gauls corrupted Francis' research.
Yes. And it's a darker story than we were led to believe. Not only was Verandis a member of the Grey Host and a close confidant of Rada al-Saran, he was also the architect of their rebirth. I hope he's truly ready to face him when the time comes.
What do you mean?
When we confront Rada al-Saran, it must be the last time. When the moment comes to end this, there can be no doubt. No, if you completed all 3 steps of the journey, head back to the orrery. If not, meet Lyris at Understone Keep or Gwendis at the Night Hollow Archive.
That takes care of that, at least. We'll pop our way over to the, over to Night Hollow and see what we gotta do here. I think I know where this is, though.
Over here. Night Hollow Keep is just ahead. Night Hollow Keep is down this path. The archive should be right inside.
What are we dealing with?
Crawling with Night Hollow vampires. Not just the mindless, spooky kind.
So we're free from the keys.
I haven't been able to keep track of their comings and goings, so there's no telling which vampires have the keys.
Let's go ahead and find it.
Get keys off the patrolling vampires or find another way to... Rada al-Saran... No, but we did... I'm off. If I see something that might help, I'll let you know.
You need a key to open that. To the king! A promise and a warning. Oh dear.
That's a Grey Host Pentarch. Probably after the same thing as us. What's that beside him? That wasn't as difficult as I expected. Now let's enter the archive.
Damn, that took forever.
As far as libraries go, the lighting in here is terrible. Hey, I bet that's what we came for. That's done. Hey, why is this trinket over here glowing?
Rada's memento.
This is feasible.
No, rather merely a possibility, but the soul binding required.
We can save our kindred from Cold Harbor's torment, and you
Mm-hmm.
the cost? Is your heart so cold?
Even if you returned our kindred to life, Molag Bal's claim to their souls would remain.
Mm-hmm.
Our contracts are inviolable.
Another obstacle to overcome.
You think the Prince of Domination is merely an obstacle? Rodder, listen to yourself.
Kneeling when I should have stood proud was the greatest mistake I ever made. I will not repeat it.
Mm-hmm.
Verandis keeps everyone at arm's length.
Mm-hmm.
Is this why?
Yep.
Even though Verandis told us about his time as the host, seeing these memories of him and Rada al-Saran together are kind of disturbing.
What do you make of it?
Watching Verandis and Rada al-Saran get along like two acorns from the same tree disturbs me to no end. Just seeing them together.
What should I do next?
Lyris and Fenorian and complete those parts of this journey.
Alright. And we got that taken care of. Let's find the land sundered from Tamriel. Get ourselves well and truly over here, and then we shouldn't have to worry too much. There we go. Night Holloway Shrine, Markarth, 2 Windstone. The reason why I saved this one is because, well, Lyris is what we call a Warhammer diplomat. Now I know what you're thinking. Oh. Now I know what you're thinking. What does Games Workshop have to do with this? Usually something between fuck and all, but in this instance, this isn't about the 41st millennium or the God Emperor. But what it is about is this. I'm about to start a quick little run over to the fence first, beforehand.
You weren't followed, were you? Last thing I need is a band of Reachmen trying to steal from me what you stole from them.
We're good, we're good. Bitch. Let's go ahead and sell a few things. Official. We'll sell the food here. We'll launder the rest. That saves me a few problems right there. Get my item space taken care of very well. Dr. Gilly Dilly.
You've got rubbish.
played with Khajiit?
Go. And then... Let's see.
This one helps you, yes?
You did. Dismissal.
Over here, partner. I've got bad news and worse news. Kadok and I already exchanged words. Most of them insults. The only agreement we came to was that he'd stop sending his stone hands to toss me out if I stopped breaking their noses.
You got into a fight with Eric Kadok. What did we talk about here? Using our words, not our warhammer.
It wasn't a fight until he sent his stone hands against me. Wasn't much of one after that, come to think of it. We got as far as Sundered Land when he shouted something about Mana Marco and called up his personal guard.
What's Manny got to do with all this? I thought we dealt with his ass.
What I was trying to find out when Kadok got all angry and said something about my head and a pike on the wall. Look, you talk to him. Maybe you'll have better luck than me.
Well, I suppose the Art and I have some sort of rapport. You're gonna have to deal with, keeping your head on your shoulders on your own for a little bit.
Markarth would be a ghost town if it wasn't for you. If it's courtesy of an audience, I can go back to breaking noses.
We'll hold that plan in reserve. I'll go present myself to the Ard.
The Ard is in his throne room. We just need to know where to find the land sundered from Tamriel. According to Rada al-Saran's letter, it's somewhere in the Reach. Oh, and I'm not apologizing. Not to Kadok, anyway. Sorry.
What did you and Kadok argue about?
Mana Marco, Emperor Varen, Nord's Reachman, his flea-bitten beard. I can stomach insults hurled at me, but I couldn't stand there quietly as he spoke ill of Varen while praising that traitor Mana Marco.
Well, you gotta realize, Varen did technically kill his cousin. I'll have a chat with the Ard, don't worry. See what we can do. Try to salvage what's left of this somehow. Fucking hell. This is why you, send a freaking Zachi here rather than a fucking US Titanborn.
Had my fill of Reeker's grace in my presence today. Seeing as how you shed blood for me, and mine. I'll give you my ear, but make it quick. My bile's up, and too much talk will likely make it turn.
Well, I'm in search of this land sundered from Tamriel somewhere in the Reach.
Ah, you speak half-giants. What business is it of yours? What I do with my land? I gave that parcel to Mana Marco years ago. It was his to offer to Molag Bal, as he pleased. Why dredge up such dealings now?
Well, play melt stopped. Shouldn't your lands have retroceded back to you?
Aye. You and the half-giant both, so the crows say. Don't think I've not spied on you, same as Lady Belaine. I gave that land to Mana Marco, long before the god of schemes brought his wrath to your empire. The labors of his cult cast it to oblivion.
Any knowledge of what they had planned?
Marco didn't call me confidant. When he departed, he said the failure here would forge his success elsewhere. I never saw him again. If you want to know his mind, you'll have to see what he wrought yourself. I'll open the way for you.
Alright, just point me in the general direction.
There's a lift in Nichuancel that'll take you to the Sundered Land.
Mm-hmm.
Not so long ago, rich folk
Mm-hmm.
empire. We had our lands returned and dignity restored. Then we were driven back into the mud by the usurper. Marco pledged justice for my people if I gave him shelter. A dark spirit's bargain, to be sure.
Any regrets?
No. The usurper, Varen, lost his throne, and so much more. What Marco promised me was given. If that don't sit well with you, I got no apologies to give. I can only tell you, that's where my dealings with the Worm King begin and end.
Alright. Let's go ahead and head downstairs.
Got the information we need?
Yep.
Good. Did you get a location? Give me the details and you go on ahead. I want to chase down a few leads about the worm cult while we're here in Markarth. Shouldn't take long. I'll catch up.
Well, he did say he could reach it through Nichuancel.
Somewhere inside or beyond an old dwarven ruin. Wonderful. Good thing I brought my construct busting axe.
Good to know. What leads are you looking into?
Nothing I want to waste your time with, but I learned of a few places the worm cult used to stay in town. They're long gone, but maybe I can figure out what Marco has to do with this and why it interests Rada al-Saran.
Yes. The why is always important. Let's go ahead and head off here. Before we do that, though, Caddox says Manny offered the land to Molly D.
Oh good. This keeps getting better and better. I thought I was finished with Marco's insanity a long time ago.
Alright. You deal with the worm cult leads, I'll deal with this. Forbidding Great Lift. Obviously. And now we're up to the Reach again. Well, that explains why it was sundered from Tamriel. Well, whatever the fuck that was a bit of pain. Ba-do-ba-do-ba-do.
It's Rada al-Saran. This is our chance.
I wanted Verandis to see this place for himself.
They chipped off a hunk of this stone. If Rada al-Saran went through the trouble, we might as well too.
Let's chomp off some Oblivion Shard.
Rada al-Saran and the Grey Host were here. Hey, there's another memento here. Like the one Fenorian found near Bethardia.
And now let's do this.
Rada al-Saran must have left this for Verandis to find.
Another memento. Of Rada El Yeezys.
Are those my notes?
Verandis, forgive me. As ever, your genius makes me. I had no idea you made such progress.
I'm still no closer to a viable solution.
You're closer than you think.
How can you know that?
I discussed your findings with a new ally. They claim it will work. Only your trepidation holds us back.
I thought you'd changed, that you sought penance. I won't participate in mass murder!
Our dream is within reach, and you're still concerned for the mortals.
Verandis and Rada al-Saran seemed pretty friendly back in the day. Did you know about that?
They were.
I don't know what a chunk of Oblivion or that memento have to do with Rada al-Saran's Darkstorm. But maybe Verandis can explain it when we get back. Speaking of which, did you know he used to be friends with our enemy?
Used to, yes. Cut ties centuries ago.
Then why is Rada al-Saran sending cryptic messages to Verandis?
Because he's trying to fuck with his brain. Anyways, we've dealt with the land sundered. My ass isn't dealing with this shit, since all we have to do is, head back to the Orrery. We're just gonna go ahead and pay the 73 gold and port. There we go.
Past is ancient history. Rada's intentions were to sway me back to his side.
That's not good enough, Count. Why didn't you tell us that this was all your fault?
Father, it wasn't just your research that let him revive the Grey Host. The actual procedure was your creation.
You don't understand. Please tell me you found out more about the Darkstorm.
Yep.
Don't let Verandis change the subject. Don't let Verandis change the subject. I can't trust any plan the elf comes up with if he doesn't reveal the whole truth.
Then...
I trust my father, no matter what. Lyris doesn't trust easily, and Gwendis' faith has been shaken too many times.
I'm too
Gwendis?
right now. Besides, you completed the entire journey.
Brandis?
Others see conspiracies where there are none. Just past sins that I thought long buried. They say you found everything that Roda wanted me to discover. Tell me about the Sundered Land, the Night Hollow studies, and the secret of the Keystones.
Found strange stone at the site where the land was sundered from Tamriel.
Remember the journey Roda sent me on? The one you took in my place. It was to follow in his footsteps, to see how he reached this moment in time. The stone, it's a shard of oblivion lost in our world. How would that help him save the Grey Host?
Maybe that's in the Night Hollow Testament. It's not written in the language I can read.
To see the void through Night Hollow eyes. Yes, it's written in the tongue of the first vampires. I can read it, but barely. In addition to other things, this is basically a spell book. It's full of rituals to appease and make use of the Dark Heart.
And then there's the unassembled keystone in Betharzel's ruins.
Was the point to show me the inner workings of the mysterious dwarven keystones? We know Radha used one to link the Dark Heart's power to not only the Orrery, but to the Grey Host as well.
How does this help?
It doesn't tell us much about the Darkstorm, at least not yet. But a picture is beginning to form in my mind. Radha's letter provided one more clue. He claims to have a laboratory inside this very structure. We just have to find it.
Really? I thought he left that sort of thing to others. Being the lazy fuck that he is.
It's true that Radha often relied on myself and later Zingalis to handle his research and experiments. But he wasn't without his own skills when it came to arcana and alchemy.
Is it safe to leave it unprotected?
That could stand against Radha. I fear that even together we would be hard-pressed to stop him. We'll need every advantage for the end battle, should it come to that.
How are you dealing with shit?
This crashes against my mind like waves slamming into the shore.
What have you learned?
Oromancy, I turned the magic on the orrery itself. I learned much about how the orrery operates. It is quite fascinating. I also ascertained the approximate location of Rodder's laboratory, but a more thorough search is required.
Yep. Alright. Well.
Ravenwatch, Titanborn. We can't let the specters of the past distract us from our mission.
Very well, Count.
To the library.
I'll remain by your side as we search.
I haven't had any successes.
A moment. I sense Rodda has been this way.
Let's go. A concealed wing!
Careful! That Night Hollow vampire radiates with the power of the Dark Heart.
Vengeance for Lady Malay! Witness what a taste of the Dark Heart can do.
There we go. That was annoying.
Rodder's laboratory. I see he's adopted Zingalis's methods.
Looks like it too.
Yes, this is it. I can feel the echoes of Rodder's work here.
Fun. I'm gonna wait for Mr. Take my time here, curse my way through, wait for this guy to... Okay, I think you may be done.
Rodder has taken my research in directions I never imagined. Dwemer machine.
Okay, good.
Rodder has taken my research in directions I never imagined. Dwemer machines, Night Hollow rites, Reach witchcraft, all arrayed around that pedestal.
Can you make sense of it?
Yes, I'm beginning to see how the pieces you retrieved fit together. He's building a bridge through the void. The Oblivion Shard serves as a lodestone to point to his destination, but Cold Harbor is precisely the place he would want to avoid.
Why is that?
Rodder has always sought to escape Molag Bol's hold on his soul. Cold Harbor is the place where Bol's power is absolute. It makes no sense, unless Cold Harbor isn't his destination. Gather the others. We need to recreate Rodder's ritual.
Alright, what do we need?
We'll reproduce the Reach alchemy while Gwendis performs the Night Hollow rites. You must manage the Dwemer machines controlling the tonal, etheric, and kinetic energies. I will attempt to scry the stone and direct you accordingly.
Tell me what you need to do.
They are similar to pieces of the orrery itself. They manipulate various cosmic forces, tonal, etheric, and kinetic, to chart the expanse of the void. You must keep these forces under control for my scrying to succeed.
How?
Components you retrieved from Bathar Zel showed me that the keystones consist of these same sorts of devices, just on a smaller scale. As I conduct the ritual, I'll indicate what parts of the process require your intervention. Be on your toes.
What are we trying to achieve?
The means and method of recreating his work. There's something he wants for me to see here. And I believe the only way to truly understand what he's done is by repeating it ourselves.
What risk?
We are attempting to harness forces never intended to be combined to peer into the infinite, churning chaos we call the Void.
Don't look at me. These hands weren't built to perform sensitive adjustments on dwarven machinery.
We'd be better served having old Mjolnir do this, but I think I can handle it.
Oh, sure. You get to pull levers while I have to work some kind of dark magic with the forces of the void. That seems fair.
Alright.
Fenorian will reproduce the Reach alchemy while Gwendis performs the Night Hollow rites. You must manage the Dwemer machines controlling the tonal, etheric, and kinetic energies.
Let's join him on the platform.
Now to begin, start by adding etheric power.
Etheric beacon.
Now, quickly, I need more kinetic power. Now, some tonal energy.
It's catalyzing too quickly.
Quickly, help Fenorian. We're losing kinetic energy. I need more. Need an influx of etheric power. Wendis needs your help with the Night Hollow Rite. Adjust the tonal frequency, quickly. We almost have it, just a little more. I'm losing control of it. Reduce the kinetic energy. The Night Hollow Rite is surging. Help Gwendis. The tonal harmonics are in discord. Change the output. To Fenorian. We'll need the alchemical reaction soon. Recalibrate the etheric power. It's too little. The kinetic mechanism is off balance. Set it right. Too close. Help Gwendis with the Night Hollow Rite once more. Catalyze the reach alchemy now! Initiate the total cascade and hang on! I can see it. I can see everything.
And now he's taken the LSD and now knows where it is. Count Verandis.
A piece of land sundered from the Reach, caught between Mundus and Oblivion. It is both and neither, outside the grasp of Ball, or any prince for that matter. He plans to gift the Grey Host with his sanctuary.
For what purpose?
Don't you see? In their own realm, free from Molag Bal's tyranny, the Grey Host can live forever. And with the connection to Mundus and the power of the Dark Heart, their conquests might never end. And now I see the purpose of the Dark Storm.
And what do you mean?
The Dark Heart. Rodder's drawing on its power. I can feel it tearing away. To the orrery. Hurry.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Hurry.
Yippee-doo!
Rodder, stop! Don't make me fight you!
This is the chance you never thought possible. The door to our salvation stands open, Verandis. Come, finish what we started. All will be forgiven.
Rodder, don't do this.
The void energy is consuming you, Verandis. I can show you how to control it. Just follow me.
Where'd the bastard go this time?
He's gone, Lyris. To the one place where he can complete his plan. I understand it all clearly now. Rodder has opened the gateway to his sanctuary. In that distant realm, he can summon his Darkstorm using the power of the Dark Heart. He'll consume the Reach to fulfill his promise.
This don't sound good.
No. Not good at all. The Darkstorm requires power on an unprecedented scale. Darkness that will cover the Reach and send every mortal soul it touches into the Dark Heart. In turn, the power of the heart will flow through the orrery to feed the storm.
But what will it do?
It will tear the Grey Host from Molag Bol's clutches and preserve them for eternity in his sanctuary realm. Death will become as much a petty inconvenience to them as to any Daedra. They will become truly immortal.
How do we stop the Darkstorm?
To end the Darkstorm, once it's begun, I need to enter Rada's sanctuary realm and take control of the ritual. I can't ask you to join me, but I won't dissuade you if your course is set. Just know that I can't guarantee you'll be able to return.
How do we enter the Rada Al-Saran Sanctuary
You
realm?
showed us the door, and we forged the key. I have to follow. I have to stop the Darkstorm, for as you have seen from Rada's Oromancy, this monstrosity is my creation. Whether you decide to accompany me or not, know that I value our friendship. Rada has started the ritual in his sanctuary realm. I can feel the pull in the darkness. Soon the Darkstorm will consume the energy in the Dark Heart. Then more people of the Reach will die to feed the heart, empower this apocalyptic storm.
How do we get to the realm?
Rada aligned the orrery in order to make his escape. Use the keystone on the dwarven mechanisms that control it. That should open a breach we can travel through.
You said it was your creation.
My theories to be turned into reality. In my research into a way to grant mortals the same immortality as vampires kept leading down dark paths, I abandoned it. I should have also destroyed it. Rada corrupted it for his own ends.
I'll try to open a breach.
When you're ready, activate the mechanisms on each of those platforms in sequence. This process should be less risky than what we attempted earlier, I believe.
You believe?
Rada has already aligned the device to point to our destination.
Alright, well, we already know it's a trap, so we might as well just do this. But we will be doing this here a fair bit later. For now, though, if you're watching this video on demand style, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe and ring the bell so you can get all the amazing VOD content. And don't forget to go to twitch.tv/Biafra Republic, where you can catch all these wonderful VODs in live. As in, fuck it, we'll do it live. But from yours truly, Biafra Republic, to those of y'all playing the home game and doing so on VOD, peace out, and I will see you when I see you with some more amazing content. Peace out, folks.